What's up, y'all? This is Taylor Brown, your mental performance coach, coming to you from Envisioning headquarters in beautiful Austin, Texas. This is the 7th video in your 12-part course. In this video, you'll learn about how to set a new vision for the type of athlete and person you want to be. Let's get started. Hey, we're back. In the last few videos, I talked at length about how to pay attention and build awareness of the things that may be limiting you in your life and performance. One of the first things you need to do when you're trying to grow is unlearn and shed all the stuff that's weighing you down. You're kind of like a hot air balloon. Once you cut off the sandbags from the sides, you'll start to rise up off the ground. So if the first few videos were concerned with how to release those sandbags, this video is the beginning of how to turn your flame on, fill your balloon with hot air, and start rising up. Over the next 3 videos, you're going to envision and create the athlete and person you want to be. So let's start with your core values. What are core values? Stated very simply, these are the things that guide us. Values are the principles, standards, and aspirations to how someone lives their life. Values help people dictate their priorities and make decisions. The big question is, what are your values? Not everybody has spent the time and energy to think about their values, and even less so, used a structured process to identify them. Consider this video your guide to identifying the things you value. So you'll be stopping the video at various points and working through the forwarding the action exercise provided. There are a few best practices in identifying your core values. When setting your core values, you want to think about why you value each one. There are a lot of different reasons why we value things. However, if you were to break those reasons down into 2 broadly defined groups, they would be fear-based core values and conscious core values. Fear-based core values are the things you value in order to avoid something. These core values are usually the things you feel like you need based on some limiting belief or expectation. For example, maybe your fear-based core value is achievement. And if I asked you why, you may respond, I need to be high achieving or else no college coaches will recruit me. On the flip side, however, conscious core values are the things you value in order to seek something out. Using the same example, if your conscious value is achievement, and if I asked you why, you may respond, I want to be high achieving because I enjoy the challenge and it keeps me motivated. Conscious values come from what inspires you. Fear-based core values come from what frightens you. The next best practice is determining what values you can control and what you cannot control. If everything you value is uncontrollable, then you're going to run into a fair amount of disappointment, frustration, and ultimately you'll become disengaged from your pursuits. However, if your values are well within your control, then you can always align your actions with your values and be completely content. For example, if your top value is winning, then you're setting yourself up for disappointment. There are so many variables that are outside your control when it comes to winning. However, if your top value is effort, then you can always give all your effort into anything that you prioritize doing. When you're thinking about your values, remember to consider if they are fear-based or conscious, and decide which are controllable and which are uncontrollable. Now, let's start the process of discovering your core values. First, you're going to spend some time identifying your aspirational core values. These are the values that you want to embody. They're the values that inspire you and that you envision would lead to your personal fulfillment. Stop the video here and work through the first part of the forwarding the action exercise provided. Welcome back. Now that identifying your core values is complete, you're going to put yourself in another person's shoes. Choose someone who knows you well. Maybe it's your coach, a best friend, or maybe your parents. From their point of view, what would they say that you value? In order to see from their perspective, think about what your actions say about what you value. Stop the video here and work on the next part of the forwarding the action exercise provided. Welcome back. Now you're going to look at the gap. What is the difference between what you aspire to value versus what your actions say that you value? Looking at the gap between these values, your job is now to decide which aspirational values you want to commit to embodying in your life. Again, stop the video here and work on the values commitment section of the exercise provided. Welcome back again. It's so important to align the core values that you show with your aspirational core values because first, when you are aligned inside and out, this prepares you for the inevitable challenges you will face. And second, because if you're a leader, it's incredibly important for trust building that your teammates know what's important to you and how your actions will reflect those things. The only thing left to do now is forward the action. Check out the last part of the exercise you have been completing to identify behaviors that are aligned with your new core values. This will help you create a system to live life in alignment. Well, that's all for core values. In the next video, you're going to learn about motivation, inspiration, and how to pursue high performance with consistent engagement. And always remember, performance starts within.